this is a guy that I really love working with because he knows his stuff, and I'm glad I can talk to him today. Charles, thanks for joining me, man.
Eric, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. And, that little resume thing there, as my dad used to say, son, can you keep a job? So, I appreciate you having me on. It's great to talk with you.
It's always great to talk to you. And this business, everyone wants the guy that's working. You always if you want something done, you give it to the guy who's busy. And you were busy yesterday calling the game. You got a firsthand look at Derrick Henry. I like him a lot. What do you think about him?
I'm with you on that one. And I think what caught my eye more than anything when we got into game situations, we're very used to talk about Derrick Henry in very easy terms, right? He's a monster. Big back, right? We knew the first thing you think of is power, okay? How many carries he had the last year at Alabama, so he's a workhorse. But I had to go back to my notes pre-draft and see some of the comments that I got when I talked with different people as well as my own observations. And the thing that kept coming through, there was a consensus theme, and that was, can he make people miss? People were worried no matter what. And, Eric, you played so well for so many years. Those backs, even the bigger backs, if you knew where to find them all the time, it's probably easier to deal with than, okay, I got to approach this guy a little caution because he might should throw that leg at me and take it away. Now, look, the big back, there's going to be a jolt, but at least you're pretty confident you're not going to miss him, right? So there's your difference in some of these backs. Well, with Henry, it was always thought he didn't make people miss. And how many hits is he going to take and would his career be short? Well, you saw those runs. Yes, there was power. Yes, we saw that. But the things that I saw that really opened my eyes and made me think, oh, my goodness, not that I knew he couldn't do it, but, boy, he's ready to do it already. Vision, cuts, the power at the end of runs, but the niftiness and ability to make people miss an open field at times, which we didn't give him probably enough credence at Alabama. I thought he was tremendous in the game.
I agree with you on that one. I think his feet are much better and his balance is much better than anyone has given him credit for. And I can't wait to see what he does against the Carolina defense this next week because San Diego's run defense wasn't that great. He got off, and DeMarco Murray was also able to make some plays. Do you think he's re-energized right now?
I think he is because he's at a place where he's wanted. He was wanted in Philadelphia, obviously, or they wouldn't have paid him that kind of money. But as the season went on, he wasn't wanted. He was being bypassed by Darren Sproles. Heck, I did a game late in the year where they were at New England, and the bigger carries in the game went to Sproles and Kenyon Barner. They didn't go to DeMarco Murray. So he knew that wasn't his place anymore, and that hurts. You go from being a lead guy to a guy that, they're really not counting on you anymore. So you're getting that. They're getting the running style. Tennessee wants to be, the big team that blows people off the line of scrimmage or creates space for you to move. Let him be the one-cut guy, find his way and go. He still has the long speed, as we saw in the touchdown run. So I think he's rejuvenated that way, and he knows he's the lead guy. Henry was drafted to be a complement, although the way he's playing, if he keeps playing like that, he'll demand more carries. But one thing everyone has to keep in mind, Eric, and you can tell people this better than anyone, it's the first game of preseason.
That it is. That it is.
And Tennessee did one thing. They kept their first-team offense in the entire first half. San Diego didn't do that with defense. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, well, and that is something that you definitely have to think about, and that's why I was saying let's see what happens this next game. But, the first preseason game, you can go out and you can have some big plays, and they don't necessarily mean that you got it, but you can also go out there and stink it up. Now, two guys that I don't think stunk up the place. I'm going to go to the L.A. Rams game versus the Dallas Cowboys. Your impressions of Goff?
Well, it's about what I kind of, expected. Rookie quarterback, monster crowd starting out. It's not like he hasn't played in front of big-time people before, but Cal hasn't been in very many big-time games when he was there because they just weren't all that great. They had to build to it. And then, of course, you're going to get your welcome to the NFL comeuppance moment, and he got it right out of the gate.
Yes, he did.
Hit and the pick six, and he hurt his shoulder. Now he's got to come back and get going again. I'm not altogether surprised, but I do think that if I'm the Rams, I'm still doing everything possible to have him ready to be my starter game one. I keep hearing the Case Keenum thing, and I get it, but I'm doing my best to, because I think he's gotten better in his training camp time. I'm going to have to do my best to have him ready. I don't really want to dial things back with Jared Goff. I want him playing sooner rather than later.
I agree with you on that one. The Case Keenum thing, I don't get it, but I'm going to.
Well, I just get it as a placeholder. I know they're trying to sell it that way, and I understand what they're trying to do. But I didn't move from 15 to 1 in today's football and say I'm going to redshirt him for Case Keenum.
Agreed on that one. Now, the Dallas Cowboys didn't have to move from 15 to 1. They didn't even have to stay in the first round to find a quarterback in Dak Prescott. Is this real? Why did he go in the fourth round? I have some impressions on that one.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, Eric, when I evaluated him his junior year, I wasn't sure he would be a quarterback in the NFL. I loved his playmaking skills in college. I loved that big body frame. The ability to shrug people off and run and make plays. But I didn't know if he was going to be able to throw the ball consistently accurate enough for that to happen. And I was on record last year, and you can find it anywhere. I thought Dak Prescott improved as much as any quarterback going from his junior to senior year as there was in the country. And I said, I would have drafted him in a different position as a junior. As a senior, I'm drafting him as a quarterback. He deserves an opportunity to be one. And he has really done a nice job. He's taken a couple dings. And what I mean by that was, you remember he got beat up in the offseason at Mississippi State when he got jumped on the spring break trip. Then last year he got the DUI charge, I believe, and that was a real shocker because he's a very, very, very buttoned-down kid. But he's taken the hits. He's absorbed them, put his head down, and he's gone to work. I want to see what he does going forward. But if I'm Dallas, I'm really encouraged by getting him. And him dropping to the fourth round, I think was more of a product of maybe someone thought like I did. Do I really believe what I saw from junior to senior year, and will it hold up over time? I think it probably will. I like this kid.
Yeah, if you're the Dallas Cowboys, do you feel like you've solved your backup situation?
He would be my backup. Kellen Moore got hurt, and that was unfortunate. But Prescott would have been my number 2 ahead of Kellen Moore, having seen this no matter what, because I think Kellen Moore is your insurance in order to run a team. But I don't know about a 2. I think he's a 3.
Callahan, Division III guy, Joe Callahan up in Green Bay. What's your impressions of him?
Well, I think that what he's doing is he's putting things on tape and letting the rest of the league take a look. I don't know that I'm sitting here after one game going, well, I got to go get him. He can be my 2. The 2 is still going. The 2 is going to be Brett Hundley when he's ready to go.
Robert Griffin III up in Cleveland right now. Has Hugh Jackson fixed him? Has he found the formula?
No, because it's going to take some playing time to find out if he's truly fixed. He has the best opportunity he could ask for. He's got a coach who is not going to allow him to be mediocre in anything that he does in terms of how he prepares, in terms of what he's going to do in the film room, in terms of how he's going to comport himself in the media, in terms of what he's going to do with his head coach. Hugh's not going to let that happen, because if it does, he'll play someone else. Hugh is looking for Robert Griffin III, not RG3. I think they're two different people. Hugh doesn't want RG3 or in the building. He wants Robert Griffin III. Are you coming to work? Are you going to be my guy? Are we going to do this together? Or are you still trying to be a brand rather than a quarterback? If he's trying to be a quarterback, he's got a chance to be successful again. If he's trying to be a brand, he's got more issues like he had in Washington, because I think that was his biggest issue, was much more trying to be something, bigger than playing quarterback. If he just played quarterback, Eric, I think the rest of it takes care of itself.
And there it is, the word straight. I agree with you. The word straight from Charles Davis. Follow him on Twitter at CFD22. That 22 is straight out of Tennessee, right?
You know it, Eric. Once we get a number, we don't ever like to give it up.
There it is, man. Hey, good talking to you. I'll see you soon. Thanks for everything.
You take care of yourself, Eric, and appreciate you having me on today. Be good.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.